Hi YouTube, it's Sierra. Welcome back to my next video. If you're new to my channel, again, welcome. My name is Sierra, and a little bit about myself. A couple of years ago, I was at my heaviest weight of all time, which was over 250 pounds. So I decided to begin a weight loss journey, and I lost over 80 pounds completely naturally. Since then, I've been able to keep most of the weight off. However, I've regained roughly 1/3 of it back after having 2 back-to-back pregnancies. So now that I'm postpartum, I'm here online documenting my new weight loss mission where I am on track to lose 30 pounds by the end of this summer. So come along with me as I work on reclaiming my health, wellness, and body as a postpartum mom. All right, so for today's video, we are starting week 3 of my journey. Week 2 just ended. So of course I wanted to come on and talk about how the week went, progress, updates, etc. So I do apologize. I know I'm running a little bit behind with this update video. Normally I try to post it towards the beginning of the week. Obviously, we're in the tail end of the week now. It's just been an insanely busy week for me, especially with running around to my kids' appointments and different family things, so on and so forth. But 100% truth be told, I have been procrastinating with making this video for a couple of days. I promised you guys that this was going to be a authentic and honest channel about my weight loss journey. The reason why I was procrastinating is because I knew that my weigh-in for this week was not going to be what I had hoped it would be. I made some choices this past weekend that were definitely not great. Specifically, I overate. I overindulged in some things that I probably shouldn't have been eating. Bagels, wine, dessert, etc. I definitely went above my deficit, which is not ideal. In hindsight, I know that those choices aren't conducive to what my goal is with my weight loss mission, but I did it anyway. And I did it knowing the consequences, and I feel kind of like ashamed, like almost kind of embarrassed. And I don't know if those are healthy feelings, but that's how I feel looking back at this weekend when I made those choices. I did try to still work out and exercise. I did walk. I went to the gym a couple of times, but like I said in my most recent video, you can't outwork a bad diet. And I definitely did that on Saturday and Sunday. I won't lie to you guys. So I am not very thrilled to show you my most recent weigh-in, but again, I promise to be transparent, if nothing else. So with that being said, here is my most recent weigh-in. Hey guys, it's Sierra here for my week 2 weigh-in. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, 192.5. There we go. All right, so 192.5 pounds is what I weighed in for this week. Obviously, it's not an awesome start for week 3 of this journey. Like I said, this weekend, I was definitely out of control. I don't feel very great physically and mentally about the choices that I made. Monday through Friday, in hindsight, like kind of reflecting on how the week went, I did really well Monday through Friday. I consistently was hitting my deficit. I was not exceeding 2,000 calories a day. I was making sure to burn at least 2,500 calories or more. All of that went really good, but like I said, once the weekend crept up on me, I definitely made some regrettable choices. One thing that I have learned from the past week is obviously need to keep in mind that I cannot outwork a bad diet. The mistakes from Saturday and Sunday definitely did take a toll on me, obviously, as you guys saw from my weigh-in, but one thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to let my mistakes stop me from growing and continuing to try better. One thing that I did in the past, back before I lost 80 pounds, anytime I would make a bad food choice, I would really let it get to me and I would just give up. I would not keep going because I felt like I had already ruined my progress. I definitely do realize that my progress stalled because of the choices that I made this weekend, but I'm not going to let a minor setback stop me from continuing my efforts. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this as a lesson and remind myself of how I'm feeling right now after those mistakes, so that the next time I'm in a situation where I might want to make a bad food choice or I might not want to exercise, I'm gonna remember how I feel and use that as motivation to do better. That's all that I can really do, is do better and take this as a learning lesson for next time. I'm not gonna let this slow me down. I'm not gonna discourage myself from continuing to try to be my best and to get this goal done. I'm just going to take it on the chin, so to speak, and move on, forgive myself, and do better next time. Because when I come on here next week to show you guys my results from week 3, I don't want to be in the same position, okay? I was so nervous and so anxious when it came to making this video, because ultimately I don't want to feel like I'm letting you guys down. And more important, I don't want to feel like I'm letting myself down too. So next time I am going to do better. And in this next update that I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys that I can turn this around and I'm going to be even better next time. So unfortunately, obviously I don't have a weight loss milestone update for you guys today with my little post-it notes, but the next time you guys see me, I'm going to have some more exciting news and I'm not going to let this stop my progress. So thank you guys for believing in me. I know that I can do this. This past weekend isn't going to be a reflection of my future with this mission. I'm just going to use it as fuel to keep going and to keep being better. That's all that I can ask for of myself, and that's what I'm going to do. So here's to week 3, here's to the future, and here's to my next update being even better. So thank you guys for sticking around, and I really appreciate you checking out my channel. See you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.